Gervonta Davis say you need the money.
Shit.
What's going on with you and Gervonta?
If I'm a boxer, he a boxer, you a boxer, we all need the money.
I ain't doing it for free.
Thank you.
What if Gervonta said, "Hey, I'll come up to 154." I'll come up to 154 while you talking.
Oh man.
You go to one. You'll fight Gervonta at 154.
I wish him the best. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why did they come? Is it because they feel they need to come for the guy that seems like he's on the top right now? And right now, you're the guy on the top, so everybody's taking Ryan Garcia saying Canelo gonna beat Bud.
They train together. He supposed to say that. And he's Mexican. He supposed to ride with his peoples.
Let me ask you this. You can help me out on this. This last fight, Roach and Gervonta. Have you ever seen anything like that?
Never.
I mean, you can't take a knee. That's a knockdown. Because I saw Floyd break his hand hitting the guy and took a knee, and they gave Floyd an 8 count. So I'm trying to figure out how Gervonta avoided that. And then I'm trying to figure out how he got his guy come up to the top of the ring and wipe grease out his eyes. They do that now, Bud.
I guess that's part of the new, boxing era.
When you saw that, tell me when you saw this, you saw him take a knee, and then you see he go to the apron and this guy come up to the top of the ring. Well, he's like, hold on, what's going on?
I'm just as confused as you. I said, huh? I was just like, oh, that's crazy. And Steve Willis a great referee.
He is.
And he started counting, then stopped
it.
Like they said, hey, you better stop counting.
Right. Wow.
They don't do that again.
You being a boxing aficionado, you think Gervonta won that fight?
No. I don't think he won without the knockdown. I thought it was a close fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have gave the edge to Roach. He fought a great fight. Gervonta fought a great fight as well, but I just think he was overconfident.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he took Roach
serious. Right. Because I guess they fought earlier. They fought the amateurs, one from DC, the other from Maryland, so they're very familiar with each other.
Well, but pros is different than amateurs. Yeah. And Tank stopping a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Probably felt like, man, we fought when we were some little kids.
Right.
Man, I'm about to knock you out.
Right. What about Gervonta and Tank? Should they fight?
Gervonta and Shakur?
And Shakur, yeah.
Yeah, they should fight.
Why they ain't fighting?
I don't know. I think all of them should fight.
I mean, you got Lopez, Teofimo, you got Lomachenko, you got Shakur, you got Tank, you got Garcia. You got 5 guys. That's a nice little.
Devin
Haney, yeah. You got 6 guys. Don't nobody want to fight nobody?
I don't know. I think they all should, be fighting each other.
So what we got going on?
Politics.
Bro, if Shakur and Haney and Tank, if all of them leave, if they retire with undefeated records, that's some bull jive. That's some straight up, and you know it too, Bud. Ain't no way those guys should have undefeated records. If they're out in their prime and they damn near in the same, no, ain't no way.
Well, Teofimo got a loss already.
Okay, you're right. But fight Lomo.
He got a loss already.
Fight. I don't care what. Maybe he could put a loss on somebody else. I ain't gonna be the only one with a damn loss. That's how I think. But that's how I think.
Right.
I ain't gonna be the only mofo walking around with a loss.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. I think they all should fight. They all want to fight each other, and I think with Turkey Al-Sheikh in the mix now, and I think we'll get those.
They got big money over there. You go fight over there?
I ain't fought over there.
You ain't gonna mess with them?
Yeah.
You would?
What?
I said, would you go over to what is it, Dubai? Saudi Arabia? Yeah. They pay big bucks over there.
If the ticket was what it's supposed to be, then yeah. I'm a champion of the world,
Yeah.
not of the country. If I had to travel the world to fight, then so be it.
Okay, I like that. Ryan Garcia and Tank, they talk about they might fight again, blah, blah, blah. There was a lot made about this rehydration clause. You don't have that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think you have this in this one. So theoretically, he's supposed to come in at 168. Not in the fight, he might be 180, 185. You cool with that? I had sat down with Oscar, and Oscar said he think the rehydration clause had a lot to do with why Ryan didn't defeat Gervonta. What do you think?
I think two things. I'm gonna say three things. I think Ryan had an injury already previous in training.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way he did have an effect on him, because when you see him with Devin, he was two totally
Oh yeah,
fighters. But in Tank defense, I don't think fighters should be able to fight a fighter at 130 and this fighter rehydrate to 140 and you come in at 165.
right.
I don't think that's right. And I think that's the problem that Canelo had with Benavidez as well. These fighters coming in at like 200 pounds and they weigh in 168.
Yeah. Damn, that's a big. Ryan, he had some things going on, and we had I guess it was the tainted sample. He said he had a trace of a steroid in the system, and Devin Haney, complained and he tried to sue him, and so what's going on? Why? Because I look at Ryan and I think if he focused, he could be really good. He just have a lot of ish going on.
Yeah.
Do you feel like if he were to focus and took it serious, I mean, you have to take it somewhat serious, but if he totally locked in.
They all came up with each other.
Okay. So they know each other. So
yeah, they all know each other so well. Shakur, Tank, Ryan, Devin, they all know each other,
So is it hard to fight somebody you know?
No, I'm just saying they all know each other. So they know, how to fight each other, how to beat each other and things like that, because they didn't fought each other so many times.
What do you think about the Devin Haney and the Ryan Garcia fight?
I think, steroids, if he was on steroids, he tested positive.
Right.
Had something to do with his performance, but at the same time, I can't take away Garcia landing the shots that he was landing all day. I just think that when Devin got hit, he didn't recover.
Right.
When he got hit, he just couldn't recover from that.
Ryan said he beat you.
Huh?
Ryan said he beat you. Actually, he said he beat the ish out of you.